What's up, guys? Medic Prepper 611 here, and as I'm sure you could tell by the title of the video, today is going to be a firearms review. It's going to be the first one on the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And it's going to be over this little beauty right here. This is my Ruger SR22 chambered in .22 long rifle. So what gives me the authority to do this review? You know, I'm not a firearms expert by any means, but I will say that I'm probably in the rare position that I've actually had a year of time behind this firearm. And there aren't a lot of people out there that can say that. It's only a little over a year old, and it's still kind of hard to come by. And so you guys don't think I'm full of shit when I say that I've got a year behind it. Here's the actual sales receipt I've got to prove it. As you can look, 2/16/2012, purchased at 4:52 p.m. and Ruger SR22 3.5 inch black. So I am in a little bit of a unique position that I've actually had it for over a year. I don't have the exact number, guys. I am somewhere, I've put about between 750 and 1,000 rounds through it. I know I've put 750 through it, but I'm not sure exactly, where I ended up at. So I do have, quite a large amount of rounds through it, enough that I feel like I can give an accurate view on its performance and quality. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it here. I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so you can get a better angle on it. First thing I'll do is it has been safety checked. Take the mag out. You guys can look down in there. Well, it's empty. Okay, there's nothing in it for all you safety guys out there. Go ahead and move this down. First off, I'll go over what comes in the box. Move this down here. You're going to get the basic stuff. You're going to get your lock, your manual, all that type of fun stuff. It does come with a cheap little soft-sided case. It's a nice little addition. It gives you something to store it in if you want to. You'll get the firearm. You'll get two 10-round magazines. Capacity is 10+1. You'll also get 2 extra base plates for the magazines. And what makes these nice is the ones that come on it are flat, as you can see. And then these little guys right here have the extra curve on the bottom of them to give you a little extra purchase for your finger right there. And then it also comes with 2 different grips inside the box. One smaller, which is what actually comes on the firearm, and then there is actually a larger one, which is what I keep on there. And it's going to be a little hard to tell. I've had a hard time getting angles on this. But the one that comes on there, the major difference is the hump on the back strap of the grip itself. You get a little bit bigger of a hump, and to me it just feels a lot better in my hand. As you can see, that gives you a really good, deep place to get a purchase point on that when you go ahead and you get a good, firm, positive grip on it when you go to grip it. Stats I'll go through for you guys real quick. Obviously chambered in .22 long rifle. It does have the accessory rail on the front here, so you guys can mount a light, laser, whatever you'd like to mount on there. Overall length is going to be 6.4 inches. Overall height is 4.9. Overall width at its widest point, which is actually going to be on the safeties, they are ambidextrous, so that adds a little bit of width to it, is 1.29 inches. Barrel length is 3.5 inches, and then the weight on it is 17.5 ounces. It is an aluminum slide, comes black anodized, frame is polymer, as is the majority of semi-automatic pistols right now. It is a single action, double action, meaning your first shot will be single action, or your first shot will be double action, I apologize, and then every subsequent shot after that will be single action. Other than that, the biggest thing to say about this is it's a great firearm. I love it. I've had it over a year. We'll go ahead and go over some of the other stuff on it. I'll try to give you guys a little bit of a shot here, if I can, of the sights. I know it's going to be hard to see. I'm doing this on a webcam at an awkward angle for you guys, but hopefully you can get a little bit of shot of the sights there. It's got the 3-dot adjustable for windage and elevation. They are dovetailed in, which is awesome. This is a Ruger, so you're getting a very, very high quality firearm. That's the one thing I didn't cover. When I purchased this a year ago, I got it for $325, which I think is a very, very fair price for what you get and the quality of firearm that you get when you purchase it. The one thing and the big knock on Ruger right now is they are just jam-packed full of safety features. This one has the loaded chamber indicator on the top here. You can see that little notch that gives you an idea if there's a round in the chamber. It has a magazine disconnect. So once you take the mag out, you'll notice that the trigger just kind of goes limp. I mean, it doesn't really have anything to it. I mean, it'll come back, but I mean, it's limp. There's nothing there. Has that. It also has the manual safety, which is ambidextrous on both sides. You can see that, so lefties will love that. And then the nice thing about it is that once you get into, I'm going to take the safety off. Once you get into your single action, the safety actually will act as a decocker as well. So if you go ahead and just activate that, you'll notice that the hammer comes up. So, you know, that's great. You know, it has, you know, the magazine disconnect, the actual safety, the loaded chamber indicator, the decocker. You know, it's got four different variations of safety features in here. So it is, you know, good for new shooters because it has all those safety features and it gives them that extra, you know, reassurance that the gun's not just going to magically go off by itself. So that's good. You know, and it's chambered in a 22 long rifle, so you know, new shooters don't have to be afraid of the recoil. Go ahead and go into takedown for you guys. It's really simple. It has a takedown lever on the front here. It's going to be hard for me to do this because I'm doing everything backwards, guys, so bear with me here. Takedown lever is right here underneath the front of the trigger guard. You just flip this down. I always make sure that the safety is off because the hammer is going to need to stay back once you take the slide off. What you do is you just pull it to the back. Sorry. Lift this up. And everything slides right off the front. Just like that. Okay. Recoil spring and guide rod come out, or they're supposed to. I don't know what the hell happened here. There it comes. Must have got wedged in there a little bit. Recoil spring and guide rod come out. Slide is down, and then what you'll notice, guys, is the barrel stays attached to the frame of the firearm. This is a blowback operated, not a recoil operated firearm. You are able to change this. You can order a threaded barrel from Ruger right now, and I don't know if you will be able to see it, but underneath the trigger down in here, there is a screw that you can undo, and the barrel is interchangeable, so you can take that off. Let me go ahead and let's see. Put this back together here. And to do that, it is just the reverse of disassembly. You're just going to slide this back, get it to the point where everything will drop over. And let me see here, guys. I don't have it down far enough. There it goes. Slides forward, you just move your lever, back up, click it up, and everything should be good to go. I always do a little bit of a function check after I do that. Make sure the safety's off. You got your double action pull. It's good. Single action is good. Decocker is good. Safety's on. We're good. Okay, so everything works out great like that. The other thing I want to say about this real quick is the grips. You know, for stock grips, they actually are really good. They have a rubbery feel to them, but what they do have is they have these great little, I don't even know what to call them. Basically, it's not stippling. They just have these great little additions right here that are raised up, and they're rubbery feeling as well. But once you get a grip on the gun, it's a really good positive feeling in your hand, and you feel like you have a pretty good grip on it. You know, which is hard to say out of a lot of firearms out there out of the box. You know, even though this is a 22, you do feel like you get a really good grip on it coming straight out of the box. The other thing I want to say, you know, like I said, I put between 750 and 1,000 rounds through it, and it ran 100% reliable with CCI Minimag. The first 300 rounds that I ever put through this were CCI Minimag. And I had 0 failure to feed, 0 failure to eject, and 0 failure to extract. Everything functioned flawlessly. After that, you know, I consider that to be basically broken in. I did switch to the Federal bulk that you get from Walmart, and it still was, I'd say it was between 90 and 95% reliable. Once you get past that, it gets a little picky. It did get better there towards the end of the, somewhere between 750 and 1,000 rounds, and it would eat, pretty much what everything you put through it. But before that 500 rounds, it was really, really picky with what it would take. And I don't necessarily attribute that to the firearm itself so much as I do with the ammo that was going into it. What was happening is you would load a 10-round mag into it. You may get 1 or 2 shots off, and then what would happen is you would go to pull the trigger and you'd get a click. Well, that's everybody's worst fear in a real-life situation. But what was happening is, I don't know if they were light charges or what was happening, but whatever the round that was fired did not have enough power to manually rack the slide back and go ahead and extract, eject, and chamber a new round. So I would go ahead and have to manually rack the slide to get all those things to happen. And then generally everything would run fine for the rest of that magazine. So just keep in mind, guys, it's a 22. You're dealing with small caliber ammunition that has a lower powder charge. So no 22 is 100% reliable all the time. But if you feed CCI Minimag into this, you're going to be extremely happy with the reliability. Overall, for a $300 semi-automatic pistol, you get amazing quality, and as long as you feed CCI into it, the Minimags, you're going to get amazing reliability out of it. I have had 0 issues with this gun whatsoever. It functions flawlessly still. I can't wait to, now that I've got it back out and kind of played with it a little bit, to take it back out to the range and shoot it some more. I love Rugers, and it's no big surprise. Everybody knows this is a little bit of a clone, or a lot of bit of a clone of the Walther P22. I've never shot a Walther P22, and after having this, I can't say that I ever want to. It's a very well built, high quality firearm, and I don't feel that I need to shoot a Walther P22. This does everything I'm ever going to need it to do. And with that being said, just number one, it's that second kind of cool. It's another semi-auto pistol. It's got a little bit of that tactical look to it. It's black. It's got the rail system. All the other fun stuff. But this has a practical application as well. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the camera back up here. It's a great little trainer of a gun, and you guys may be looking at me a little funny right now going, well, that's a 22, how's that going to be a great trainer? Well, I understand it's not the same as getting a 22 conversion for your Glock or whatever else, but you could take this right here and you can take it out to the range, and you can work on all of your basic fundamentals of shooting no different than you can with any other firearm. You can work on your stance, you can work on your grip, you can work on your trigger control, you can work on drawing from concealment, moving and shooting. All of that stuff you can do with this. The one variation of that being that it's going to be double action at first. You can solve that by going ahead and manually activating the hammer before you fire your first round, and that solves that problem. But right now with the situations we're going through with all the gun legislation and things like that, ammo's hard to come by. Ammo prices are higher than they have been in a while. It still gives you an opportunity to go out to the range and shoot, and get some training in, which is what we all love to go out and enjoy shooting, but it gives you a chance to go out and get better at what we do. You can go out and put 300 to 500 rounds of this for relatively inexpensive versus going out and putting 300 to 500 rounds of 9mm or 45 through your everyday carry gun. It's an excuse to go out and shoot. It's an excuse to go out and shoot cheaply. So we should all take advantage of that. And I promise you, if you guys decide that you like this and this is something that you want, you're not going to be disappointed. Very high quality firearm, and that's a reliable firearm at that. And it gives you an opportunity to go out and shoot a little bit cheaper. And it's good for new shooters. It's 22, so it has very light recoil. And I can speak from experience. This was the first handgun my son ever shot. At the time, he was actually 7 years old, and took it out and was able to shoot it. So it was great for him. He wanted to go out and shoot, and this fit the bill perfectly just for him. So it's great for getting maybe your wife's, your girlfriend's into shooting if they're worried about recoil. It's great for teaching your kids firearm safety and how to shoot. It serves a lot of purposes for $300. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.